Hello ladies and gentlemen, Panzer here, and you guys asked for it, so here it is. We're going to be playing Banished, and basically this is sort of a permadeath. If everybody dies, that's where the series basically ends. We're going to set a benchmark of about 10 episodes for every sort of series that I do now, and which that of course means that, you know, Transport Fever and the like will end in about 10 episodes. I might be coming back to Astron here as well. But yeah, basically, if everybody dies, that's the end of the series. So I'm going to be playing this with a mod as well. So you guys asked me to check out some mods, and I have. So I'm going to be using Medieval Town. This is version 2.04. I don't know if this is the newest one. It's just what came up when I went to browse the workshop. I did actually want to check out Colonial Charter, but I haven't done that yet. The main one, I'm going to be using Medieval Town. So what it does is it adds a bunch of new medieval-themed buildings, which go very well with the current art style in the game, which I actually really like. But it also adds a bunch of new professions and new things to make, so you don't just have meat, for example, you can actually prepare them into other things, which is great. So we're going to start with a brand new town here. We're going to have disasters on. Climate's going to be fair, I think. I'm not going to go too hard on that one. And starting conditions are going to be medium. Let's just randomize a name until I find one that is somewhat entertaining. And stop. Percello. Right, okay, and we'll randomize seed. And there we go, we're going with that one. So, this is how we're going to be starting off. The town of Percello. No, I don't like that name. Cokesvillo. Alright then. Alright, and here we are. So, first things first, pause. So, everybody's homeless. Let's have a look at the map. So, we've got a lot of forest. A lot of forest. We've got the river right here. The river runs through it. And we've got a lake and a bigger lake over there. So, we've got, well, access to water, let's say. But, people are going to need homes. Now, as I've said, this is going to be sort of a permadeath, so there's not going to be much editing. So the videos are going to be quite slow, and I realize they're probably going to be quite background noisy. So, yeah. Yeah. I don't know what else to say about that. So we're going to start off with a couple of houses. Hang on, before I do that, let's get the standard things open. I've got my town summary there, and we're going to have the professions list. I like to have everything sort of on this side. Sometimes on the other side, but I generally prefer the right side of the screen here. So let's go and build some houses. Now, I thought about building a boarding house to begin with, but I realize that's probably a very bad idea. So, residential area. Let's have a look-see. Right, we could put it close to the river here, and then just have the fishing dock there. I could do that. I think what would be best if is the residential area is kind of in between. I don't like that the stockpile and barn is here. I might even move that. But thankfully the Medieval Town mod is going to help with that. So let's just get some of these houses put down. I want them to be somewhat aligned. And then 4 houses to begin with. Now, we do need to get some food in first, so I'm going to put the fishing dock somewhere here. That looks good. But now, let's delve into the medieval town stuff. So, we have medieval barns in storage, and we can have a tiny barn. Now, this actually just gives you that little bit of storage capacity, which is great, actually. Let's just put some roads down so they can get to it faster. That is just next door to that, so that's really, really useful. Very, very small area. Now, let's get some builders down, and let's life simulate. Go! We will need to clear some of this area here, I think. So let's just clear some of that, so we get a little bit more space in here. We're going to be short on food very, very quickly if we don't hurry this along. Alright, so I'm going to get that there. Let's just slow it down to 5 times. And, in the meantime, we're also going to get a crop field here. So, I have read that 10 by 10s are usually the way to go. So we're going to have that right in front here. And let's see what seeds we've got. We've got wheat and pumpkins. So, we could go with wheat. I think we'll go with pumpkins for now. And we'll get a farmer on that immediately. So it is spring. And we're going to get some food in already for the winter. So people aren't going to die immediately. Now, the next thing as well is I need a woodcutter. Now, I'm trying to do this very quickly so that hopefully they don't die so fast. We're going to need a couple more builders, I think, to get this all on its way as soon as possible. Let's just clear a few more of these here so we get some logs and some stone. Actually, we don't need that many builders. But it would help, definitely. So that's not too far to go for them to get food and stuff. They'll be able to get it from this barn here, and they'll be able to get it from here. So that's all well and good right now. Stuff is definitely on its way. Now, one thing I do want to do as well is have a gatherer's hut, but since we're so deep into the forest, I could even just put it here, and that would actually be alright. I don't know if that's going to be a problem later, but let's just get that down. Put a road here as well, why not? And just sort of let it do its thing. So for now, of course, 10 by 10 farms will be the way to go, since it seems like one farmer is able to actually both grow and harvest that. So that's perfectly fine. These are already starting to grow. It is late spring already, so hopefully that's good enough. I think could even have one more house just here. And then we're going to have one more house here. I like to have a little bit of a gap between them. I'm not entirely sure why. It's just something that I've always done. Let's just put that there. So we've got the road connecting that up. Just so. That gives us space for another crop field. I don't know if I want to put that down just yet. I think, yeah, we'll do that now. Ooh, just slightly short of the 10 by 10, but you know what, that's fine. That is actually okay. So we are going to need one more builder there. Oh, we've got the fishing dock up already, so let's just very quickly get somebody fishing. Main worry for me is that they end up starving to death really quick. Our food reserves are already running low, but everybody has food in their house right now, and they have a small amount of firewood. But we are going to need that firewood up before winter hits. It's only summer now, but, you know, that sort of thing can become a problem very, very quickly. Alright, so finish off that road there, if somebody wants to do it. So we've got a woodcutter. Let's get somebody assigned on that. We'll reduce the number of builders for now. I'm trying to do this very quickly, I know. That might be a problem, if I'm rushing this. I hope I'm not, but, we shall see. So it's still running at 5 times speed right now. Alright, and this one will of course grow pumpkins as well. And get one more farmer on there. I don't know if it's really going to be a good idea to plant these in the summer, but for now anyway, I think we'll be okay. So that barn there is built. It's very, very small. It takes up very little space. But, oh, I might have messed up with the alignments there. That's going to bug me. I just know it. It's really going to bug me. But yeah, as soon as they catch the fish, it goes straight there. And then it comes back. So hopefully that does help them. So we've got a couple of people still homeless. That's fine for now. Once these 2 houses come up, we're well on our way to growth. There's 11 children in this village right now. And only 10 adults. So, yeah, it's going to be a little bit tricky here in Cokesville. But looking at the influence area of this gatherer's hut, we could actually have moved it further away. But I like them having the storage space already here, and we don't want to use too many resources, just like, you know, getting stuff. Oh, I saw a hunger symbol flash up there. Somebody is hungry. Yeah, we've got a child that's hungry. Oh, we're following them. It's not what we want to do. Okay, so this house has no food. That's a problem, because the only source of food is this gatherer's hut right here. And they've only found some berries, so we may even have somebody dying of starvation very, very quickly. That's not something we want. Bear in mind, disasters are on, so we could have a tornado come through and kill everybody. We could have fires. Speaking of which, might need a well, because we are quite far away from the water right now. I think I'm going to put it Where do I want to put it? I'm going to put it between... Oh, I can't put it between them. That's a bit of a shame. Alright, so I'm going to put it on this corner here. I don't know why, it's just going to be there. Could even fit a house here. Oh no, now the well's in the way. Well, that's wasted space right there. That's going to annoy me. I do like everything sort of being very arranged in a way, and this is just going to bug me. Right, reserve of stone is a little bit low, so let's go and get some more of that. There's plenty of stone down here. Do not even have to worry about that. We don't need 3 builders now. So we're going to have a lot of pumpkins coming in, so at least for winter, it is autumn now, but at least for winter we should be fine. Could actually get rid of one of the farmers. We just have one farmer on here. No. One farmer on here. There we go. What are they doing? Why is that not working? That is very weird. Okay, so where's our gatherers? So we need another gatherer, I think. So we don't have a lot of laborers, but at the moment we don't really need much. Could even reduce the number of builders, really. Did I? No, I reduced the number of farmers, not builders. I don't know why, it seems to be fixated on this one right now. I think it might be bugged, who knows. Not entirely sure what's happening there. Alright, we're going to grab some more stone here. We are going to run low on logs as well. So we could just grab all of these logs here. Clear up some of the space. I think that's probably for the best. Well, we have reached our fuel limit though. So with the number of houses here, firewood isn't a problem yet. It will become a problem, but not yet. Right, I do need somebody to really clear these pumpkins or they're just going to die because the frost is coming in. Oh, that's going to be a problem. Right, do we have food? I mean, we've got pumpkins stored now, so hopefully that's not an issue. This well still needs building. I don't know exactly where the builder's gone. That's literally the only building job. There they go. So that should be complete. We're going to be mostly safe from... Well, we'll be able to put the fires out at least. But let's just hope we don't have any fires. That's the main thing. So food-wise, we've got food stored away now. Yeah, we've got... For some reason, we've got pumpkin here. I don't know how the pumpkin got all the way there, but, you know, not going to question it too much. Now, I have been told that putting a house near where they work is actually a good thing. So having a house here would be excellent for the fishermen. I might consider doing that. Like having little sort of tiny village hamlets or whatever, just near where they work. Alright, busy little villagers now have to survive the winter. Health is dropping a little bit, so I think I'm going to have to set up a herbalist very soon. Which I can actually do now. Can actually put a herbalist down right next to the gatherer here. That's probably not going to be a problem. Just put a road going up there. Roads don't seem to really cost anything, and it really helps with moving things along. So they actually travel faster on the roads than they do, you know, just traveling in the wilderness. Alright, firewood is now getting low. It is winter, of course, so everybody's burning through that wood. The woodcutter is now getting some more there, so that shouldn't be a problem. I don't think we'll have any issues there. Of course, the next thing I'm going to put down will be the Forester Lodge, but that's going to be further away. I want to get the hunting cabin down just here. Or I could even put it here. So we've got that space there. Behind the barn there. There is a tree there. Oh, people do seem to use this area here, so I'm going to put a road going behind it. After all, there is an access to the barn from the rear, so we could actually just use that. And that's where I'm also going to put a Forester Lodge down. I'm going to put it further in, so we don't have too much happening there with the trees getting in the way. And of course, a stockpile wouldn't go amiss for something like that, I think. So we're going to be just fine, I think, here. This stockpile, of course, is getting full. So that one there will definitely help to sort of ease that along. I have had a look at probably doing more farms for the next season. We do have 2 farmers, though, so we are going to have pumpkins planted pretty much immediately. And there we go, early spring, so the farmers are going to get back to work. We have a couple more labourers as well. Yeah, we have 14 adults now. So now might be a good time to look at building more housing. Well, like I said I wanted to do before, I'm going to put a house very close to where this fisherman is. The problem is, it doesn't really... I can probably demonstrate this. Basically, because this area here is sloped, so the only other option is here, but then that kind of impedes us if we want to have another fishing dock here, and there is another building that I want to put here instead. So I'm going to bring this... I think the closest place... You know what, I'm going to put that building down first. So that building that I'm looking at is actually a... where is it? A drying shack. So this will help us to get dried fish, which seems to last a little bit longer. I don't know if that's necessarily true. If you have played with this mod, and you know what the advantages of drying fish is, do let me know down in the comments, because I really don't know exactly what the advantage is, other than it's another type of food, really. So we're going to have that there. So that house there is going to be for the fisherman there. And in fact, we could even put another house just along here. So I'll just have that there. And then we can bring the road along like that. So yes, I know, there's a lot of wasted space here. But I also don't want the buildings to be too close together. Right, so the extra labor now, we're going to have 1 hunter and 1 herbalist. I don't know if we necessarily need a forester yet, but I probably do want to have one anyway. So, at the moment we can spare the labor for a little bit. We'll probably reduce the number of builders, but since we have these building projects going, I think I'd just leave it, really. I mean, the game's still running at 5 times speed, so it's not really an issue. Now, of course, another place that I could look at putting the gatherers hut would be somewhere here, where it's very far away from a lot of things. I can see very quickly that this area will become quite used, so it's probably not good for them in the long run. But yeah, once we get these houses built, we shouldn't have a problem with growth for a little bit. I think could even do with 1 more. This might be overdoing it a little bit, but 1 more house, I guess. Oh, we've got 2 more labourers now, which is always nice. The herbalist is doing okay there. Yeah, so we do need some more logs. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take it from this side here. Because since we're going to be expanding downward, it makes more sense to just kind of get rid of these first. Let's just get rid of that little bit there. Did I get that tree? I did. Alright, so that is now on its way. Yep, reserve of food is low. Okay, now that's interesting. Do we need more fishermen? We do. We really do. So I'm going to up the number of fishermen to 2. Could even up the number of gatherers, actually. But, you know, I'm going to hold on to that for the time being, since we have a clearing job going. So far, so good, though. Everything seems to be growing quite nicely. We don't quite yet have the resources to build all of these things, though, so I'm going to drop down a number of builders for now, and just let them clear everything. Yeah, we're running out of logs, running out of stone. So we can grab everything. I think we could even do this area here, too. So we've got room for farms later. That stockpile's still not being used yet, but that's fine. Yeah, food is running low, and so is wood. Those pumpkins are growing, though, so we're going to have a store of food very soon. How much is this fishing dock producing? I think, yeah, the additional fisherman is really going to help. In fact, now that we have the additional labor, I think having another fisherman will help. And then we're going to have one more builder again. So that we can complete this house here. Because this one's pretty close to being done anyway. Because one thing you don't want is having the building be stalled like that. He's building the drying shack first, though. But that's fine, of course. I don't really mind that he does that one first. This house, of course, being very, very close to it is probably going to be the next one to be done, really. Alright, so we can have a baker here. I'm not entirely sure why it's called a baker. I mean, I guess drying is similar to baking, maybe. We don't have enough fish to support the drying shack just yet, I don't think. But yeah, we can make dried fish. We can even make dried mushrooms and all sorts of different dried meats out of that. But we're going to use fish for now. I still don't know what the advantage is, really, but it's always fun, really, to have these sort of things. I think it's more like maybe an immersion thing, but yeah, correct me if I'm wrong. But yeah, you can see all of it being dried there. So there's the first house. It's got a builder and a hunter in it. And the hunter works all the way over there and comes here. It's a long way to travel. But I'm sure eventually it'll reshuffle itself. I could even do that now, actually. Just unassign them. In fact, I could do that. Just unassign them and then reassign them. Maybe that's going to make a difference. There we go. We got a fisherman there. So there we go. That's one way of correcting it. We end up with different people doing the jobs, but you know what? They live closer. I think that's really the way to go. It's not like they have proficiencies or anything, so, you know, we're not really losing anything by doing that. Now, one thing that the Medieval Town mod does add is it also gives you a place to have butcher's shops, so you can actually prepare them and sell them there too. So that's one thing that you can do. We can have a beekeeper as well to get honey, which is another thing. And of course a smokery, so we can make smoked fish. The other thing as well is instead of having a full market, you can have just vendors which sell things. So I could have a meat store here that sells everything to everyone. I can just put that there, and that will sell it to them, which is great. A tiny food stall as well. But yeah, they basically function as different storage areas and collection points, which is very useful. You can actually specialize and split up a lot of things, which is one of the reasons why I wanted to try this as well. But yeah, let's slow things down a bit as winter is about to hit. We have about 842 food, so in the meantime, since we have the extra space, I'm going to put down another set of farms here. I'm going to leave a space for a road. Gives them room to travel. And in fact, I might even make this one a 10 by 10 here. So this one's ready to go already. I have a pumpkin there. I do like the pumpkins, but I will probably get some wheat as well, because there is something you can do with the wheat for Medieval Town mod. If you have played the mod as well, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. So there is something I want to do with that. But yeah, for now, as the snow falls, I am going to leave that there. So that's the first episode of Banished Medieval Town with the town of Cokesvillo. If you like this video and you are looking forward to the rest of the series, don't forget to leave a like. If you have any tips and tricks or any hints for me, don't forget to leave them down in the comments. I will look at them, and I will definitely take them under advisement. But yeah, thank you very much for watching. My name is Panzer, and I'll see you next time.